You read from a book? Nope. That book don't feel nothing.
I forget I'm talking to Jay Smoke right now.
Right.
But back, like, expound upon
No.
your experience.
No one here goes to church.
We go to church every day.
We don't go to a physical church location.
Exactly.
We don't go to the temple of what
Right.
you call church. No.
I don't pay my membership fees to a dude.
I don't give money out to nobody.
I do my good deeds. That's how I tithe. I do good on my brothers and my sisters.
I don't give money to strippers or churches.
Well, I do donate.
I
I do
agree on
donate to the Single Mother Society that needs the offering.
I can't.
I don't know if there's a God, and nobody does. All you can have is a strong belief.
True.
So I don't think there's a man in the sky looking down on us. You alluded to this too. I think that if there is a God, like, so I used to go to church and I feel like a spirit moving through the church and it just be like a tingly feeling. And I'd be like, wow, that's God. Like, this is good. But then I stopped going to church and I started doing interviews and I started meeting more people and I would talk to a person. I still have that tingly feeling. So it's like something inside of us, once we get on one accord with another person.
Correct.
That's God. That's how I feel. I don't think there's a God. There's not a God upstairs. So it's like, if you feel that, then why can't you create your own blessings? Like, why do I have to wait on God to give me something? I tell my wife all the time, we have good luck. We don't have to worry about shit. We have good luck. And we have good luck. We have good shit happen to us every day.
Next question: are you doing good shit?
I try to.
Do you attempt to make it an effort to do good?
Yes, I try. I think maybe I'm not. I feel like I'm not doing enough, but I do try to do good shit.
And that's even better, because that's the universe I spoke about, aligning itself to reward your spirit that you putting out, your energy that you putting out. You've seen motherfuckers who harp on negative.
Yes.
And nothing but negative comes their way.
Yes.
That's
right.
them tapping into their lower self. Again, we all have it in us. It's what we choose to gravitate to. It's
right.
it's not, like, you don't have to think about somebody like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no mythical figure. It's in you. It's what you choose to do. It's what you choose to tap into. That's that energy you choose to tap into.
Mm-hmm.
You can be around somebody talking that negative shit, and it'll bring your energy down.
Yeah.
It'll affect your rest of your time.
Yep. Not only that, like, your negative shit will start to happen to you if you're around them too long.
Yeah. It's the energy we gravitate to.
Yeah.
So in the term that was given to us is something that was easy for people to digest.
Mm-hmm.
But it also is easy for motherfuckers to manipulate it.
Right. And that's why I don't like going to church, because it's so negative. Like, I hate going to a church that all they do is preach fire and brimstone, and you have to fear God. And if you drink alcohol, you're going to hell. If you don't get married, you're going to hell. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you have children out of wedlock, you're going to hell. Like, fuck all that. Like, I'm not. See, but again, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of that stuff.
And if God doesn't let me in the gates because of that, I don't want to be in that motherfucker anyway. Well, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I don't want to be like. Think about it. Like, think about it.
I understand what you're saying.
One more point. Think about it. If you go to hell, sooner or later you'll get used to the heat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit can only get too hot. You'll adapt.
My thing on that, I think that
if there is a hell,
I think you can live hell on earth.
Yeah,
there is hell on earth.
Hell is on earth.
Yeah, I that's just me. You know, you create your existence, you know, as best as you can with the power that you have available to you to create that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you and your lady focused on doing certain things. That's two powers working together for one common goal. It's a good chance y'all gonna reach that goal. You know, a lot of people they create their own hell. They create their own hell by their decisions.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, like, but
like you were saying, like, church can lead into that.
Yeah.
And manipulate people that way.
Correct.
They try to manipulate you because they want you to continue to go
and be afraid.
They have their opinion on the shit,
and pay them money to be blessed.
That's policy influenced through the church. Again, we're saying church, but we're not looking at the puppet master, who, like, for instance, if I'm trying to control a massive amount of people, like, I read this shit a long time ago. You control a massive amount of people two ways: religion and debt. And you see this shit every day. because everybody would rather repeat the rhetoric of somebody else, even if shit ain't working for them. That's the part I don't understand.
Right.
And I think, me, myself, I believe you and your wife create your own, what you call luck.
Yeah.
Because I just believe it, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be yin and the yang. Either way it go, you got to eat it regardless and still play to win.
Mm-hmm.
But you end up growing out of that, no matter how it go. If you accept what's going on and move forward and create a way to move forward, you end up growing as a person. You're a better person anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tell motherfuckers, like, this lady was telling me one time, I was talking in front of my elder and I was cussing. And she was like, well, I'm a pastor. I said, well, you human, right? That's something you chose to do. I know you say you got a call and everything. I get it. You made that decision. So I'm not going to treat you any differently because you still bleed. You're going to leave it just like me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I can do, I can respect you. I can respect what you want me to respect, but I'm not going to hold you in a different light better than this person because of your occupation. If I'm truly walking in that light, I'm supposed to treat everybody the same. That's why I say you got to watch it and got to just ignore the people. Because certain people have got hip to the fact that it's a hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got a church.
Yeah, that one guy, I don't know his name, but that dude, I know it's all over Facebook. That dude had an interview for his income and his spending, and all his clothes was bought from
Talking about Creflo? Not Cref.
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, Creflo. Was it Creflo? With the jet and the A?
Yeah. He got a fucking $2.7 million mansion.
See, but listen, why
that they
should,
use
hold
as a
on.
Bible
why
study.
Why not the hustle? If these motherfuckers are paying him, and if it's working for them, hey, pay that man. If it's working for them, pay that man. If it's not working for you, you're crazy for paying that man.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, we have to do what's best for us and our families, and that's it. I know people who do all that dumb shit. I know people who had shit cut off or lost shit because they're paying the church. And I'm saying to myself, that man ain't doing shit to you. You did that shit to yourself. You did it to yourself.
Can't go back to that church and ask for no fucking loan.
What I'm saying is you did that to yourself. You chose to give your money to these people.
You guys, my lights cut off. Can I get that? Can I get back some of that money I gave y'all a few years ago?
Let's pray about it, brother.
I've seen
Come on in
motherfuckers
here.
who be
We'll
like, yo,
deal.
you gotta
Deal at the altar.
you gotta give your W-2s. I've heard of that. I'm like,
Mm.
yo, if you think that is right, please proceed. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool.
Man.
'Cause it was a skit I was gonna do where a troubled youth was trying to get his life together, or her life together, was in the kitchen, getting ready, eating breakfast. Mom was like, hey, where are you going? I'm about to go to church. So the mother had this light shining moment, and my child is getting together. But later on, they hear something in the room. Mother runs up to the room. What are you doing? I thought you was going to church. There you go, that line and shit again. The kid was like, yo, I'm watching it on TV. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to tie nobody. All I got to do is play along. It's how whoever chooses to do whatever chooses to work for them.
Mm-hmm.
How can they be wrong? But if it's working for you, so be it. If it's not working for you, you need to change that.
On that note, I'm waiting for it.
Honestly, I was just gonna let it run to about 50 minutes. We got about 15 more.
I'm saying you made that point earlier about when you say, because you said it to me a long time ago, and I believe you even more now because when we were discussing this, you mentally went somewhere else. You went back into your childhood. You look like you was going to church 6 days a week.
Yeah,
maybe.
easily.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's you. Your perspective is that was life for you. That wasn't just going on the Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
That was life. Life
Mm-hmm.
was dictated around what's going on in this house of prayer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's something going on in Hinesville right now, and motherfuckers are passing their judgment on this church. They're calling it a cult and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me myself, when they brought it to me, I'm like, again, is it working for them?
Right.
Aren't they buying up a bunch of property on that motherfucker? It's not like it's working for them. Like, it might work for them. I'm not saying it work for me. If it works for them, if it's working for them, let it work for them. Because some of the people that was giving judgment, I'm like, you know what? Can't really trust your judgment.
Right. I
was with you last weekend. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some of the things you were doing with your judgment. You know what I'm saying? So we're all individuals. We all have to figure it out to make it make sense for ourselves individually and our families. At the end of the day, it has to make sense in that basic realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Like, it was nothing but, like you said, it was nothing but a show in the church, but we watch a show every day. On the news, in the White House, in sports, the flying of the jets over as we're saluting and everybody's up and, you know what I'm saying? But we're not thinking about the death and destruction that's being done around the world.
So, like, why are churchgoers so hypocritical? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I feel like
they're trained well.
Yeah, I guess so, man. Because like, it's just
anybody that's trained well,
yeah,
can be very hypocritical.
Oh man,
it's mean, brother.
It is. It is because they're more hypocritical than anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know a girl like left a funeral, came straight to my shop to so-called check me. I thought it was cute myself. You know what I'm saying? Because she really didn't think she was gonna get what she got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I know you saw who you saw me with, and you know what I'm saying? I had to tell her, I know you met me with these guys, but I'm not them. You know what I'm saying? But she got mad because I call her part-time Christian, because she thought it was funny that I went and paid my respects at an elder who I respected. Mm-hmm. He owned the club. They had his wake in the club, and they thought that was. You shouldn't have a wait at the club, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are y'all talking about? I'm talking about paying my respect to somebody who I respect and had love for. I don't give a fuck if they had his wait at a trash dump. I'll be in that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. What did at the strip club?
Well, other side of the club used to be a strip club. Actually. I'm just saying. But that was his, he built that. And they were finding it funny. I'm like, y'all niggas are, what the fuck? Right. Y'all the same ones? Like, I didn't tell her, but I knew. I'm like, yo, I know your story. You don't need to be judging, miss. I know you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Stop it.
Yeah. And
that really bothered me. But came to me the next day after the funeral being all holy. So here, and I tell you part-time Christian because you're only Christian in the church.
I know people like that. I ain't gonna say no.
I'm just saying that's corny to me.
Right.
Like that's my beef with the religious sector. Mm-hmm. The hypocrites.
Yeah.
Like I told somebody before, if you gotta tell me you're Christian and I can't see it in you, that's a problem.
Right.
I know a lot of my Muslim brothers who I know. I met other brothers who I didn't know that were Muslim. I've seen it in them and how they carry themselves. It's a lady who comes to my store. She's a pastor of a Christian church. Cool as a fan. Hispanic sister, that's my girl. Cool as a fan. We've had conversations about everything. But she's a staunch Christian because I see it in how she moves, the person that she is. You know what I'm saying? She has nothing but love in her heart. Even when certain things was going wrong, I didn't see hate in her heart. I didn't see malice in her heart. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like she wanted me to cut my beard off my face. She said it looks like something. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's my girl. And she's a pastor.
Yeah.
You know? But she knows life. A lot of these people who are standing in that pulpit don't know life. Mm-hmm. Like I don't even listen to, like I don't give a damn if you're a preacher or not. If you ain't been through shit, you can't tell me shit.
Right. And that's the thing, you can see that on people too.
Yeah.
You can see when they really believe what they're preaching. It's a couple people that I love them so much because you know they're 100% Christian and they believe in the Bible and they live it.
Correct.
You know, but it's about 85% of people that ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? The 90%, they just not like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that the churches we know it needs to be like remixed because the times are different. Like they're losing the reach on these kids. Like
so much information out here.
Yeah,
you can't lie to us anymore.
Like I have conversations with my mom. And I keep it gully with my mom. That's my boo. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm her son. Mm-hmm. No matter how I feel and what I think and what I say, I'm still her son. I still respect her as my mother. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter to me. Like if God created me, who else would know me? Mm-hmm. So I don't have to appease another man. I don't even deal with that. Like you're not my maker. You're not the judge and jury over me. Either we agree or we disagree. Simple and plain. I think a lot of time, like to me, the church is nothing but an old folks club anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like they just treat it like they used to treat clubs, getting dressed up. It's just not at night. It's the daytime. But everybody's trying to be all high and mighty, ain't doing shit. Like what are we doing? We got all these houses of prayer, but we're not doing anything. We're not doing anything in the community. We're not engaging the youth from their perspective. We're not talking to the youth. We're talking down to the youth. Mm-hmm. We're not asking the youth because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck who you are. These kids are going to be in control one day. Period, point blank. These kids, the same ones we talking shit to, going to have King going to be able to say one day, nah, baby, Daddy got to live with me. I know he got Alzheimer's and shit. I know he crazy. He got all these guns, but that's my dad. You know what I'm saying? Versus, man, put that motherfucker at home. I ain't dealing with that. Nobody want to face that fact. That shit comes. It's inevitable. You know, I think it's just too much hypocritical shit. That's what making people not really focus on the positive or work towards the positive in this world. We're just constantly getting bombarded with the bullshit and these people who are somehow finding their way in position to screw us over. Mm-hmm. And we continue to let them do it over and over again.
Before we get out of here, I got one more point to make. But I'm going to turn Periscope off first. and then we're going to finish it up. And y'all are going to have to check the rest of the show out on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube, 3 Men Talk. One of our shows will pop up. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere else you see us all over the internet. So
Craigslist.
Offer up. We on there. All right. Raz, J Rock, and J Trey signing out for Periscope. Everybody else watching this on YouTube, keep watching. I got a major point to make in a second.
I'm saying, my nigga, I was looking at you when you was talking, bro. You went somewhere else.
Sometimes I do, man.
No.
Sometimes that's how it is.
On that topic, you went somewhere else.
Yeah, man.
It was. I was just saying. I know it's near and dear.
It is because I think about it every day. My wife asks me. We ask each other every week. You know, do we believe in God? I'm dead serious, and like I said, I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this.
That's all I can say.
This is how I treated that time. This is how I explained to somebody.
Yeah.
When I gave all that spiel, right? This is how I summed it up. I treat it like insurance. I'd rather have and not need instead of need and not have.
Yeah, I get that too.
Simple.
But then you waste a lot of fucking money and time.
How?
You waste a lot of time if you need it. You know what I'm saying?
How is that?
Or if you know what I'm saying, like, I'm sorry, if you don't need it. But I get what you're saying because I've heard like a philosopher say that years ago, and it made sense to me when I was still going to church. You know what I'm saying? He said the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's better to love God because if there is a God, then you know what I'm saying, you're getting to heaven basically. If there's not, it still doesn't matter.
All the heaven and hell shit.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
Okay.
That's why I believe in you creating your existence while you're here.
Okay.
Especially you creating your existence for your children while you're here. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, again, that's why I looked at it as one of my brothers was building. I need to ask Kev if he want to come on the show because he's a very enlightened brother. Like the higher and lower self, because if you think about things, wow.
You know, vape came in a bottle.
Right. You know what? You were a kid in the candy store. I'm just saying, like, I just look at it like it's trusting yourself. You know, trusting the higher spirit that you tap into, the good you tap into in yourself.
Yeah.
Trusting that and trusting however it go. Even if it don't go right for you, still roll through it because again, it could be something great into it. To get out of it, like case in point, it was one time I was going through some wild shit, and I was running from it, and I was sitting in my office in the back of my mom's shop, and the Serenity Prayer was above the speaker, the computer, and I kept reading over and over and over again. And
11:41.
I kept reading over and over again Serenity Prayer until it sunk into me what it meant. Once I realized what it really meant, as far as digested it, I was able to understand what I was going through. You cut it,
because I fucking touched some shit and be gone.
Hold on. It's still recording. Still recording. Let's sign off. I just cut off Periscope. Everything else still going.
Oh, I was like, you cut it because if I do it, it's over.
Yo, I should take a picture of you.
Really? All right, y'all got any final thoughts before we round off? Y'all want to say about church? Y'all want to say about God?
I would say dealing with church, and as far as the building, I mean, I haven't been in a long time, but I think as especially in our culture and as people right now, we need to really like think about that basic point about the higher spirit and lower spirit, because right now the lower spirit is running rampant. A lot of people are focused on bullshit, and it's negative. There's nothing positive about it. Like, people have an issue with people they don't even deal with, you know? But again, if you was to focus on what's so bad about what is bad about, you know, what people are complaining about in our world? Like, if a person has a problem with something, and before you say it's not right or you got your negative thoughts toward it, at least lend your ear. I try to understand where they're coming from, because truthfully, the people that are running around, you know, bucking on it, they don't influence that shit anyway. They don't have no power. Just like we don't have power in bucking it. We can create that power if we were all to at least have a sense of understanding. We don't have to be best friends. Just respect each other. Everybody in this world should respect each other. Like I said before in this podcast. Don't allow the skies to open up and we be forced to love each other. When E.T. come home, should have changed. We'll drop down on the food chain. Things will be different. Just like everything, when something happens that's bad, we come together temporarily because of the emotion of shit. But then we go back to the ignorance of it. You know? I just think more people don't tap into the power they truly have. They don't harness that power. They don't even focus on that power. Everybody's looking for power outside when most of the power that you need is within. And that's J Trey signing off.
Any last words?
Nope.
All right. I don't have anything either. I love y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all watching.
Shout out to Corona and Black and Mild for coming on board.
We needed that life.
We did. All right. Peace out, y'all.
Break it down in the ones and twos. It stays on. Break it on right now, sabay.